a halfway tree. Out a NCB, right side of the clock, out a halfway tree. Round a mothers where the Portmore bus, them come stop out a halfway tree. Girls with brown, girls with black, girls with slim, girls with fat, out a halfway tree. Right a Burger King or down a Tasty.
Greetings and welcome to Jesse I Interviews. As always, I'm recording and producing this podcast on the unceded Aboriginal lands of the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people in the city of Naarm, aka Melbourne, Australia. I've just got a short interview this time, featuring the singer Anthony Cruz. Like my interviews with Richie Spice, Determine and Chuck Fender, this one was recorded in the offices of Fifth Element Records in Kingston, Jamaica back in 2003. Looking back now, I can't even remember how I came to be there, but it's quite likely I just rang a phone number listed on a Fifth Element 7-inch single and went from there. That's how I made a lot of my initial links back in those days. As always, I'm presenting this interview totally unedited here, and at one point you hear someone interrupt the interview to tell me that Determine and Military Man are also around. Let's get right into it. Jesse I interviews Anthony Cruz in Kingston, Jamaica back in August 2003.
Hear Mr. Cruz tell you.
I'm coming from Kingston, Jamaica, all the way to Australia. We got all my Australian, right? Australian?
Yeah. Alright, that's all good. Alright, so I'll just read it like it's going to go on radio, but I'll edit it when we get back to Australia.
Okay.
Right now I'm in Kingston alongside Anthony Cruz. Anthony, thank you very much for joining us here on Champ Down Babylon.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Yeah, man.
I always like to start these at the beginning, so if you can tell us a little bit about where you were born, what life was like growing up for you there.
Okay, well, I'm from Mandeville, Manchester, from the parish of Manchester. I grew up there. I went to school, Mandeville All Age, Homewood Technical High, and then I migrated to the US, and now I'm back. I just did a couple of years there, and now I'm back.
Okay. What took you to the US?
Well, just regular mom and dad sent for us, and living there for a while. Went to school there for a year, and I came back down here to pursue my music career.
Right.
And now it's all good. Yeah.
So how did you get your first start in the music business?
Well, I met a producer by the name of Willie Lindo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. My first hit song actually was a song called Just Call My Name. I did for him. I'm just gonna do a little piece of that for you.
Yeah.
It goes, the very first time I saw you, girl, you look so fine, and I had that a feeling that one day you'd be mine. Now I've got you in my arms, girl, and I'll never let you go. I'll do anything to prove, girl, just so you know, for your love. Don't you know that I'll go anywhere? That was my first big tune that gave me my name, Anthony Cruz.
When was that?
That was 97.
Okay.
Came out in 97. It had a couple of artists on it also, Kashif, Linda, and some more.
Yeah.
Then I came back down to Jamaica. I had a couple of songs that did very well, but my first number one song since I came back was a cover version of You Got It Bad. And that went number one in England, number one in New York, number one in Jamaica. That did great wonders for me.
We were in Jamaica last year and I heard that song everywhere I went.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
That's on the Foundation, Dennis Brown Foundation Rhythm. And I have another one now it's called Turn It Up that I did for King Jammers and the Baba Boom. That's an original song that's doing great anywhere I touch that song.
Right.
It's a song that's talking about reggae music on a whole. Instead of locking off the dances at 2 o'clock, let it go straight through till the morning, So that's what that song is about, and that's like an anthem in the dance. Now I have another one that I did for my mother. It's called Mama's Blessing. That's doing extremely well. So we have a couple that's doing very well. I have an album that's coming out soon where it's completed. We're trying to get a combination with Bojo Bantan, the one with Beanie Man, and it's just gonna be great,
One second.
Determined.
Determined. Right, yeah. That'd be good to speak to.
Military man who tours with Cape Town.
Yeah, I know military man too.
Yeah, right. So they're outside.
Wicked. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's pick this up again. All right. Well, maybe you can tell us a little bit about your singing style. Obviously, you sing real smooth style. How did you learn to sing? Did you sing like a proper singer? A lot of artists in Jamaica sing off key.
True. Well, Willie was the one who taught me like to be on key and all that. Cause singing is you have to have a voice first, and then you can work on it. As far as being on key and all those stuff and how to end your notes and melody, he was one of them producer who taught me that. And he's a producer who teach Beres and all of them was like One Dance and all of them songs. Maxi Priest. He's a very good producer. So he's the one who kind of put me on track. So when I came to Jamaica, I never had that much problem. It was easy working with the producers because I was singing on key and I'm a very good writer, so it was kind of easy for me in that department.
Right.
So.
Well, speaking of songwriting, how do you decide what to write about when you're going to write a tune?
Well, that's kind of hard. There's so much you can write about love, but you have to. I usually think about relationships. You have all different stages of relationships. What I would sometimes I put myself in other people's shoes. Sometimes it's just natural stuff that I see around me. Or something I want to express. So it depends. The inspiration comes from different.
Well, what about your place in reggae music? Obviously, there's Rasta reggae music, there's Badman music. How do you see yourself in your?
Well, I'm a lover's rock. I sing like mostly for the ladies.
Yeah.
But I do, venture out because music don't really have any limit. Yeah. And I can't limit myself to say, okay, I'm a ladies singer and just sing for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? I have to be teaching, I have to bring a message across at least sometime, to the youths growing up. So, I have all different kind of songs, but mainly my focus is,
Right.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Right. Right. So at the moment, you're obviously working with Fifth Element.
Yes, Fifth Element is my management team. He also manages Chuck Fend and Richie Spice. 3 of us.
Right, okay.
Yes, but as far as producers, Bobby Digital, I have a song. I have a couple of songs with him. I have one on the Dry Cry rhythm that's doing very good also. It's called Don't Leave. Okay. King Jammies, Turn It Up, that song I was telling you about, that's King Jammies. I've worked with Barry Salmon, any producer I feel like working with, because I'm a guy that gets along with everybody, so right. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Well, looking back, obviously you've had your hits, but looking back over your career, is there any music that hasn't been a hit that you feel particularly proud of? Any songs that you've written that you think should have been bigger than they might have been?
Well, I have a bunch of songs. I have a lot of songs, but music can never die. So maybe 2-3 years from now, those songs. Once it's a good song,
yeah,
it can hit at any time.
Yeah.
So I feel all of them is good.
Yeah.
All of them good. All of them.
What about other artists? Is there anybody that's obviously Willie Lindo and I know you mentioned Beres, different people that have been an influence on your career. Is there any other artists that you have particular respect for in the business?
Well, I respect every artist still, but as far as influence, Garnet Silk is my uncle. We're from the same place, when he was singing, I was just listening and all that. So, his music kind of have a little influence on my career also. Not that I try to sound like him or trying to write like him, but just what the culture that, and the reality that he used to sing about,
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. What have you got planned for the future?
Well, I'm working to be one of Jamaica's greatest, and I was honored most promising singer for 2003 by the Jamaican Federation of Music last year. Yeah, so hopefully we can be Jamaica #1 singer next year. You know, so we're just working hard, you know, and just keeping the music positive, you know, and just setting our goals and reaching for them.
All right, respect Anthony Cruz. Do you have any message to pass on to the people back in Melbourne, Australia?
Well, definitely. Reggae music is one of the music that, you know, people really should, you know, listen and, you know, embrace, because it's coming from Jamaica and it has a lot to teach. If you really listen, you know, it has a lot to, you know, to teach. So just keep, you know, embracing the music and just one love. You know?
Yes. Anthony Cruz, thank you very much for joining us here on Chantdown Babylon.
Yeah, man. Enough
Nice.
respect. Same?
Yeah,
Alright,
nice
good,
one.
thanks, yeah?
Before you go, if we get a jingle for the radio.
Sure.
So it's Chantdown Babylon is the name of the show. Jesse I, 106.7 PBS FM.
Okay. Chantdown Babylon with Jesse I
Yeah.
on 6.7 PBS FM.
Yeah.
I don't have to say Melbourne.
No, you don't have to say
Okay.
that. If
I
you,
don't have to hold the mic. Just
yeah, just leave it. It
Okay.
actually works better if I just leave it right there.
So turn it up now, let them hear it in the streets. To certain people, reggae music is like food to eat. So turn it up, let my people feel the beat. Make rude boys put down the guns and ask and off them feet. Turn it up now. Yes, this is Anthony Cruz, and remember, whenever I'm in town, I listen to Chantdown Babylon with Jesse I on 106.7 PBS FM. Keep it locked, the #1 station, live and direct.
Nice one. All right.
All right?
Yeah, that's it. That's done. Give thanks.
Yeah, man.
That's
Thank
quick
you.
at the menu.
All right.
Anthony Cruz talking to me there from the offices of Fifth Element Records and Management back in August 2003. That's it for this one. Thanks as always to the Patreon supporters, the Real General, Empress Ivory, and the Idrans Tom Tanaki and Rasta Tony. Thanks for listening. Eyes every time.
Yeah.